What's going on, guys? The Illuminated back here with our Let's Play series. We're in episode 4, and as you saw from that opening scene, I did lose my no-death streak. I was actually trying to work on the villager breeder. I went up that water tower right there, and I shot over the top and fell down to my death. So, let me show you what I've done. What I did is added some beds up there, and it's got them coming down to right here. And this does allow them to get far enough away that they disconnect from the beds up top, and it becomes an infinite village breeder. It's very slow right now just because I don't spend a lot of time in this area, but that's where we are with that. And right now we're about to get over here and start working on our iron farm. So I'm going to jump over here and show you where I've cleared out the spot for where our iron farm's going. So this is where the iron farm's going to go. You can see I've kind of cleared out this little area here. It's just a little island off here in the water. You can see it's pretty close to the nether portal right over there, but far enough away that it won't interfere with it. Do have some floating trees. I'll take care of those as I start building up right here. So one of the things I have to do right now, you can see I've got a lot of the building stuff here. Got the beds and the name tag for the zombie, but I don't have a way to transport the villagers over here yet. So what I'm going to do is go check out the mine shaft that was near the zombie spawner. I'm going to go check that out now and actually take as many of those rails as I can and see if we can't build a big enough rail system here to get the villagers over. So I'm going to go check out that. We'll do a little bit of shooting over there, and we'll come back and start building this farm. So I'm back from the mine shaft, and this is my haul from there. So we got obviously 3 minecart with chests, got plenty of rails. I think that should be enough. I'm hoping that's enough to get us from over there to in this area, but if not, it'll at least get us a lot closer. Maybe I can lure them over here with their with a workstation or something beyond that. So pretty good take from that. Right now I'm going to go ahead and get started on building this iron farm, and I'll be back when I've made a little progress. Okay, the iron farm is now complete. What you see right here is obviously the kill chamber. We've got the lava up there held up by signs. As you can see, the iron golems falling there, and their drops falling into these chests. Now these chests, I could have done it a little bit better on the system, the storage system, but each row goes into its own set of hoppers. So you kind of have to search through the hoppers or through the chest to find what you're looking for, and you can see right here it's got a good bit. I did do a little bit of AFK, so that's why there's so much in there. And then I started storing the mass amount down here at the end. So what I used was LogicalGeekBoy's version of it. So you can see up there you've got 6 Villagers sitting on beds. There's nothing around them, just the beds. And then right here you can see a zombie is bouncing up and down. And what that does is it creates a line of sight briefly, long enough for them to go to sleep and wake back up and kind of panic. The iron golem spawns up there, water pushes them off the end and falls down here. So done with this project for now. It is a temporary build. I plan on coming back and doing permanent build somewhere else later on. Potentially I may end up keeping this one and just revamping it later on, but this is good enough to get me started. So now that the iron farm is complete and I have a good source of iron, I'm going to move on into making some farms. So right here I've got my pumpkin and melon farm. You can see it's just a little rudimentary version of it. I have to come over here and manually break the melons and pumpkins down. So it's pretty good. It moves fairly quickly. This isn't very much here, but I got some more in some other storage. What I'm going to do now is make an automated farm. Right now I'm going to go look for a spot to start putting these little farms. I'm going to try to put them away from the iron farm and villager breeder over here, and a little bit ways away from this house. So I'll be back once I find a spot to put it. Well, I didn't have to go far to find a spot. I think I'm going to put it right down here in this little area. I'm going to clear some of these trees out. You can see that my house is right back there. So I don't have to go very far for it. I'm going to try to make this my little area to do all of my automated farms. I'm going to put some villager farms down here, as well as whatever automated farms I can come up with. So I'm going to work on clearing this out and then gather up all the materials to get started on my pumpkin and melon farm. Ah, yes. First wandering trader. Let's see what this guy's got. Some slime balls, those could come in handy. Nautilus shell, red mushroom, melon seed, cyan dye, gunpowder. Not really anything that's useful. Of course, I don't have any emeralds yet anyway. So we're going to go ahead and do away with these guys. Take their leads, because those could come in handy later. Come back here. And we're going to carry on clearing out this area. Alright, so I got a little section here cleared out. I think I'm going to put the farm probably right in this little area here. I've got all the pieces I'm going to need to put everything together to build all the hoppers and the rails and redstone and everything I'll need to do all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started from the storage system up, and I'll do a little time lapse here of me building it. Alright, so the pumpkin and melon farm is done. It's very basic right now. I'll clean it up a little bit later, but it's not going to be the most efficient thing. I do have them alternating. However, there's only one spot that each of those stems can grow. So if it tries to grow in these other spots, it'll fail. So it does take a little bit longer. It's not going to be the most efficient, but it is set up automatically. Hopefully we'll see that happen here in just a minute. So when one of these stems grows, it actually sends a signal up to the top, which sends a signal over here to this minecart, hopper minecart, to send off. And it will do its rounds, pick everything up, and bring it back up and drop it in this chest here. So we'll hang out here for just a second to see if this goes off. I'll kind of show you the redstone. There it goes. Show you this redstone up here. It's just some observers facing down on the stems, pistons, redstone, just a couple of repeaters, pushes over into the hopper minecart. So we'll let this run for a little while. We'll see if we get any pumpkin or melons. Right now it looks like the stems are still growing, which is why we're not getting anything. So hopefully that'll come through shortly. Alright, so I let this run for a little while. Did a little AFK in here. You can see I did a little bit of sorting, so we did get a fair amount of melons and pumpkins. Unfortunately, I don't have an exact time for how long that took because my computer crashed and I had to restart it and set it back up. So, but we did get a fair amount here. I plan on turning these into whole blocks so that I can trade with villagers eventually. That's why I started this farm this early, give it time to kind of fill up. So, but I think that brings us to the end of today's episode. I'm going to come back next episode. We're going to work on a few more farms in this area and may do some mining. See if we can't gather up some diamonds, get full diamond gear, and get ready to make our way to the nether and on to the end. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.